Hello, and this is my chapter, Party Like It's 1999. So, problems with ideology in the 90s. The 90s pinned all financial hopes on the internet, of course. They overvalued many companies, and it all crashed pretty much in March 2000 when the new year started. The result. So, software businesses' principles were to avoid another crash, but these ideas aren't good in the long run. So because it cuts off the ideas of creating new things like Google or PayPal. So pretty much what we could take from this is that conventional beliefs are frequently wrong. Conventional beliefs is kind of like a belief that's pretty normal that, you just kind of take as you see it, from different matters. And this is proved by the dot-com crash. They thought like number of clicks were more valuable than profit, and that obviously came back to backfire because as they saw more, profit is obviously a lot more valuable than they thought at first. So by the mid 90s, Yahoo and Amazon became extremely valued, and internet science became a main priority due to severe economic problems globally resulted in bailouts. The new economy, which is the internet, was what everyone pinned their hopes on for the future. So effects on the world. Dot-com crash seen as a divine judgment against tech optimism. And then the lesson learned here, of course, is see the future as indefinite. Plan in more short terms. Think of things more in months versus, years and decades. Because they were seeing the future, obviously. They were planning ahead for, 20 years in advance, and they weren't necessarily, the people in this time period weren't necessarily seeing, the future in chunks as far as thinking about, different advances in months, seeing things in months. So what to take from this? A bad plan is better than no plan. Competition destroys profit, and your product is useless without any sales. So current events / what is in the world today. So Amazon and many other companies have changed how everyone purchases things today. I mean, including myself, I see, like I'm about to talk about here, America makes purchases online over in-store purchases. I could include myself in that. I make more purchases definitely online than in stores. And then obviously this is taking a lot of shopping malls out of business. And this all could be seen as a result rooting all the way back from the economic switch to the internet in the late 90s and why our world is like this today. So a final note here is the attitude of the 90s were necessary to create new things. They definitely had some hiccups and stuff, but the way that they wanted to change things was necessary for all these advanced technologies and companies, Google and PayPal, different companies like that resulted from the ideology of the 90s. And one last note here, like we need those attitudes again to be able to adapt to a switching economy. With the virus here, we don't really know what's going to be happening, and we just have to be optimistic and see like where our economy is going to be headed in the near future. And we just need to be able to change just how like people in the 90s were able to change from a severe global economy that was heading in the wrong direction, but they made good out of it. And that's what we are going to be able to do. And that's it. Thank you.